Hi, my name is Karina and welcome to the Karina Chronicles. In this video I will tell you all about the books that I've read in June, and I'm actually not mad about it. So this month was kind of weird because I started off with a very big chunky book that took me like 3 of the 4 weeks in this month. And therefore I thought that I wouldn't be finishing that many books, but the books after that were actually very tiny, so I made up for it. And another weird thing is that I'm filming this on Monday the 27th of June, because I have a new job and I cannot film any other day than on Monday. Some weeks on Wednesday, but not this week. So I need to film it now because it needs to be up on Thursday. But I have almost 4 days left to finish some other books. And I'm going to pretend that I already did. Well, not really, but I will talk to you about it in this video. But I will definitely in my next wrap-up also tell you about the books that I talk about now but didn't really read yet. So the first book is the big chunky book that took me so long, and it is The Chronicles of Narnia by C.S. Lewis. I think you've noticed by now, because first I talked about this in 3 TBR videos and everyone was like, you're never going to read this. And then I talked about it in a lot of reading vlogs because I wasn't really able to finish it. And then when I finished it, I made a review about it. I also made a whole video about this compared to the Lion, the Witch, the Wardrobe movie. And I also had a whole reading vlog where I talked about Susan's problem, as they call it. And I still can't stop talking about it. I'm really happy that I've read this. Not only because I am proud of myself that I finished such a chunky book that I was maybe a little bit resentful of getting it even. And I'm happy that then I can talk with everyone about what I think about this book, because everyone seems to have read it and I was really late to this party. I loved 6 out of 7 books in here so much that I would easily give this 5 stars if I hadn't read the last one. I just think it is wonderful. I need to read this to my children, and the characters are so likable, so real, and it's so incredibly talented of C.S. Lewis to write such an incredible fantasy world that you can really feel in so little words, because every story is like 100 pages, which is really not that long for such an epic fantasy. And I love how it's very meaningful and very great, but still being for children and very suitable for children. Loved all of that, but the last story is really, he's going in a completely different direction there, and he's really not doing justice for all the characters. And I really hated how this all ended. So that really made me pick 1 star of this rating and gave it 4 stars. I now need to read the short story by Neil Gaiman about the ending of the last book, because he wrote a short story about it to fix the ending, and I need to read it now. So happy that I've read it, solid 4 stars. But if you don't really mind to know how it ends, just skip the last story and just stop after the 6th. The next book that I've read is The Falling in Love Montage by Ciara Smyth. This one has been on my TBR since I met Ciara Smyth at a Young Adult Literature Festival. And this is about 2 women that meet and, well, they just want a summer fling, but they decide to spice things up. And they decide that they are going to create their own romantic comedy, because there don't really exist that many about a female-to-female romance. So they are doing all the cliches in here, but they notice that they are cliché because they're doing them because they're cliché. And of course they end up falling in love. But it's really sweet, and it has a lot of deeper meaning than most of the romantic comedies do. There's a lot of depth in here, and it is a YA, but the main characters are like 17, 18, so it doesn't read really young. And I really liked the romance. It really made me happy and also a little bit sad. So that's good, I think, good balance. I would like to see this into a movie, actually. That would be great. She has one other book, being Not My Problem, and that one is now definitely on my TBR because I want to know more of her work. The third one that I read is Gallant by Schwab, and this one is getting a little bit more tricky because I read it really fast because I wanted to have finished another book. And then after I read it, I felt like, oh, the Falling in Love Montage was 4 stars, by the way. But I felt like I needed to give this book 3 stars. And then I felt very sad because I love Schwab and I'm like, 3 stars, that's not really it. I want more. And I felt like I didn't really give this book a chance because I just wanted to have it finished so much. So I decided that I need to read this book again immediately and then in one go, because it will take me like 3 hours or something, because it's really small, it's written really fast. I can finish this in 3 hours and I need to find an evening to have 3 hours to read this and give it my full attention. So I'm not giving my final rating. It feels like a 3 star now. I think that when I reread it this week, that I can give it 4 stars at least. We will see. And this is the book that I'm reading right now, so therefore the bookmark. But I haven't started it yet because I want to read it in one go. So the next book is a book that I actually haven't even started yet. So that is a little bit scary for this, but it's Serpent and Dove by Shelby Mahurin. And I'm really dreading to read this because it's too thick in my opinion. I was just enjoying the smaller books, but I feel like I keep postponing this while I might even end up really liking it, because a lot of people I know actually do really like it. It's just, maybe it's because Sarah J. Maas is the person that's blurbing this book. Maybe that's what's putting me off, because a lot of people love her and I don't really. So that's maybe the reason that I feel like, no, this is not going to be for me, but we'll see. I predict it's going to be a typical 3-star book for me. And I will tell you more in July. But I do know that I will be able to finish it this week because I am reading great. Like, I've been reading 2 or 3 hours a day at the moment. And that will make me able to finish this before Thursday when it's Monday now. Well, if Gallant is not taking me too long, but I don't think so. And then there will be another book that I start this month, but I'm not really sure if I will finish it. And that is Wormmaan by Mariken Heitman. And this is very Dutch literature that won a lot of prizes. And I was really not interested in reading this, but it was chosen with the book club. So I'm really curious. I do work at a bookshop now and a lot of people want to know about this book. So in that way, I am happy that I'm going to read it so I can give people my honest opinion. I predict that this is going to be either like a 1 or 2 star or a 5-star rating. But we don't know yet. I think I won't be able to finish this in June, but I will definitely start it in June. So that was actually it. I will talk about these books and how they fitted in my readathon that I hosted in June, and how they fitted in the readathon that I joined in June in the reading vlog of this week. I think it fits better than talking about all these books in that way. I am not really content with 5 books at most for the readathon I participated in, but well, at least I tried to do it, and I decided that I'm going to hand in the Chronicles of Narnia anyway, because I was at page 33 when June started, out of 770 pages or something like that. I feel like I can say that I read the whole book in June. I feel like I can. I could even for the readathon separate it in 7 separate books, and I think they would still be fine with that, but I'm not doing that. I'm handing it in as 1 book, and I am happy with that. For my own readathon, 5 books is perfectly fine. A lot of people handed it in, and I will tell you more about it in the reading vlog of next Saturday. So this was actually it for this video. I really hope you liked it. Please let me know what you have read, and if you liked the video, please like it. If you subscribe to my channel and you click the notification bell, you will be notified whenever I post a new video. I hope you'll have a lovely day filled with books, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye! Today is the last day that you can participate in the Write With Me readathon. The link is in the description box. I really like to know if you read any new favorites. Please tell me in the comments.